So arm drops is not really all that complicated, but it is tricky from the standpoint that you have to be aware of your tension and let it go. So the first two exercises are pretty easy. It's the third one that I'm going to spend a little bit more time with. To do the first thing, what we're trying to do is let all the muscles in the arms go instantly and let them just swing with gravity one time past your hip and then let them bounce off your thighs. All right, that's the idea behind this. Now, to include our legs in the process, we're going to bend our knees as we lift our hands, and then I'm going to pop up, let them drop, and bounce off your thighs. What you don't want to do is lock them like this. The whole idea is to be able to transition between tension and total relaxation. If my arms go down like this, then I'm not totally relaxed. If I let them drop and hit and lock, then they're not totally relaxed. The whole idea is to let gravity have its way. Imagine that your arms are ropes. There is no muscle in ropes. So just let them drop and swing back. So side view, same thing. If I had my hands out here like this, the goal is to all of a sudden let all the muscles go and drop with gravity. We just add this bending of the knees while we lift the hands, drop them, and let them bounce off your thighs. Okay? So the idea is to try to really relax the upper body. All right, the second one is same as the first in the sense that we're going to lift our hands up as we bend our knees, but this time you're going to throw them out and let them drop. Sink, pop up as you throw them out. Now, I see this happen a lot where we'll put the hands out here and then let them drop. So it's not a case of getting to this point and let them drop. You want to make this all one continuous movement. Sink and throw. Sink and throw. You notice that there's no hesitation in my arms whatsoever as opposed to this. So I'm not hesitating at all. One continuous motion. Okay, so the third one is the one that seems to get everybody, and I notice that people who are right-handed will make one particular move, and the left-hand people do the exact same particular move, but on the opposite side for obvious reasons. Here's what the exercise is going to look like. First of all, I'm going to keep my Zen point, tongue to the roof of my mouth, lips closed, breathing in through my nose, fill up my center. Do that all the time. When you're doing Tai Chi Chuan, I don't care what exercise you're doing, what form you're doing, you always want to be connecting your conception vessel to the governing vessel, which is the one in the back, at the palate of the mouth, tongue just behind the teeth. That's to make a continuous circuit. That's what's going to help you keep from getting tired. All right, so the hands will come up like this. Here's what the drill is going to look like. Keeping the Zen point straight ahead. You're going to turn your body. Reset the hands, turn the body. Reset, turn the body, reset. Keeping your focus straight ahead the whole time. Now, what I was saying before, I noticed that when people don't know how to do this in the initial stage, which is not uncommon, what will happen is we have success with this hand, but then for some reason this hand will come across. So I noticed that right-handed people will drop the right hand in front of them just fine, but when it comes to left hand, it will not come down, it'll go across. And the converse of that is true too. I see left-handed people get this right, and then they'll shoot the right hand across. So that's just known as lateral preference. It's just a case of trying to figure out how to be symmetrical on both. So my recommendation is that you take your time. Now, this again proves that you can't learn Tai Chi Chuan from a video because there's nobody there to tell you that you're doing this, okay? There's no feedback from the camera. So you're really going to have to take it upon yourself to maybe put a mirror off to the side or in front of you once you see the concept so that you can check yourself. So the hands start off like this, and the palms are facing to the side. Here's another thing that I see folks do. They'll have the hands here, and then force one hand behind them, and come out, and force a hand behind them, come out and force the hand behind them. You're trying to have your hands directly to the sides, all right? My hands are not out in front of me, because if I do that, then I can't really relax. Again, this is like another variation of the arm drop. When I'm doing this version of it, I'm trying to let gravity take my hands. So if gravity's controlling my hands, they're gonna drop straight down to my hips, right? If I just let them drop. But I do want to guide them a little bit such that one is in front of me and one is behind me. But I'm on this plane here. I'm on this plane here. I can't really have a smooth transition from one hand in front and one behind me if both my hands are out in front of me. What that means is that if I drop my hands, this hand, if I'm going to make this the one that goes behind me, it's going to have to use muscle to swing it behind me. And the same thing when I come back to here. When I go to the other side, this guy's got to come behind me. That sort of defeats the purpose. If my hands are here and gravity's taking them, as long as I keep them close to my body, keep my Zen point straight ahead, I'm going to get a smooth transition, because I want to have the same sensation that I do when I'm doing the other arm drops. When I bend my knees and drop them, they totally relax, totally limp. Okay? So the notion here, I want to get that same result, but I am adding another level of challenge in that I'm going to let gravity take over, but I am going to guide my hands slightly so that they pass close to my body, one in front and one in back. Let gravity take them. You just guide them, and that's the challenge that you're going to have. So take it slow. Get a mirror if you can't tell what you're doing wrong. Watch yourself. You should see your hands with the palms away from you. One comes down, one goes behind, and you turn your body. And then you come back out and reset your hands, and then you're going to do the other side. Go slow, turn your body. Reset your hands, palms away from you, not forward and not out front. At your sides. Turn and reset. Turn and reset. The other reason I want to keep my Zen point straight ahead is that we're going to go on to trunk twists. So for the beginning, I'm going to keep my tension straight ahead so that it sort of locks my neck. It doesn't really lock my neck, but it keeps my head forward. And this is another way that I can stretch my neck as a warm-up to the more demanding trunk twist that we're going to do in a moment. Okay, so that's the deal with this guy here. All right.